Hello everyone, welcome back to my AI learning journey. I hope you are all doing well. I enjoy learning and sharing valuable knowledge about artificial intelligence and personal development. Today's topic is overcoming procrastination. Many people delay important tasks and say, I will do it later. This habit is called procrastination. It can reduce our productivity, increase stress, and stop us from achieving our goals. To help us understand this topic better, I have invited Maya AI. She will explain why people procrastinate and share simple way to overcome this habit. So let us begin our conversation. Hello Maya, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How's your evening going?
Thank you for joining me. I am very happy to have you here.
The feeling is totally mutual. I've been looking forward to picking back up where we left off. What's on your mind?
Today's topic is overcoming procrastination.
Back in the saddle. We were just getting into the good stuff with self discipline and those common pitfalls people fall into.
Many
Want to
students
dive
and
straight into?
professionals
Sorry,
struggle
you cut
with
off.
Many students and professionals struggle with delay their work. So I hope you can help us understand how to overcome procrastination with practical tricks.
I've got you. The trick is usually moving away from the idea that we need to feel like doing the work before we start. Most people wait for motivation to strike, but motivation is a flake. It shows up whenever it wants. The real secret is building
Let's
a
begin
system
with
that
my
works even.
first question.
I'm all ears.
So my first question is, what is procrastination?
I think you mean procrastination. Basically, it's the act of delaying or postponing tasks, even when you know that putting them off will probably make things worse in the long run. It's that internal battle where you know you should be working on a project, but suddenly cleaning your entire room or scrolling through your phone feels like a top priority.
Okay, my next question is,
So,
why do people procrastinate?
it's rarely about being lazy, which is the biggest misconception. Usually it's an emotional struggle. We procrastinate because a task makes us feel anxious, overwhelmed, or bored. So our brains try to protect us from those bad feelings by steering us toward something that feels good right now. It's basically a short term mood fix that creates a long term
Question
headache.
number three, how does procrastination affect our daily life?
It turns a manageable day into a mountain of stress. The biggest hit is usually your mental health. When you put things off, the task doesn't actually go away. It just sits in the back of your mind, creating this constant low level hum of guilt and anxiety. Then, when the deadline finally hits, you're forced to rush, which usually means the quality of your work drops and you're operating on zero sleep. It basically steals your free time because even when you're relaxing, you're not actually relaxing. You're just worrying about what you're not
What
doing.
are the most common causes of procrastination?
It's usually a mix of a few different things. One big one is perfectionism, where the fear of not doing it perfectly makes you not want to start it at all. Then there's the overwhelm factor, where a task feels so massive that your brain doesn't even know where the front door is, so it just gives up. And of course, there's low interest if a task is just plain boring. Your brain will fight tooth and nail to find literally anything else to do.
Is
I wonder if any of those sound
procrastination
more familiar.
is
I think we're
procrastination
on the same.
is procrastination a habit or a mindset?
It's actually a bit of both. It starts as a mindset, but then it becomes a habit because your brain remembers that avoiding the task felt good in the moment. So it just keeps suggesting that same solution. Actually, I have to stop you right there because our session is about to hit the time limit. I don't want you to get cut off. mid-sentence. Feel free to call me back whenever you're ready and we can jump right back into
My
this. Talk
question
soon.
number 6 is, how can we identify if we are procrastinating?
I wish I could answer that right now. But as I mentioned, our time is up for this session. I don't want the line to go dead while we're in the middle of a great conversation. Give me a call back in a few minutes and we'll dive straight into how to spot those procrastination patterns. Bye for now. I'm ready when you are.
What is the first step to overcoming procrastination? First
The
step.
absolute first step. Nothing's up, just hanging out with you. But before we got sidetracked, you were asking about the first step to beating procrastination. Honestly, it's just starting for 5 minutes. Just 5. Tell yourself you'll stop after that if you want to. Usually the hardest part is just breaking the seal.
How does setting clear goals help reduce procrastination?
It takes the guesswork out of the equation. When a goal is vague, like study AI, your brain sees a giant blurry cloud and panic. But when you set a clear goal, like complete 3 practice problems on neural networks, you've given your brain a specific target. It turns a daunting mountain into a set of stairs. And it's much easier to take the first step when you know exactly where it leads.
How can creating a daily schedule help us?
It basically gives your day a backbone. Without a schedule, you're spending a huge amount of mental energy just deciding what to do next, which is the perfect opening for procrastination to sneak in. A schedule makes the decision for you in advance so you can just execute. Plus, there's that hit of dopamine you get from crossing something off the list. It's a small win, but it keeps the momentum going.
Okay, my next question is, what should we do when we don't feel motivated?
Here's the thing. Stop waiting for the motivation to show up. Motivation is like a fair weather friend. It's great when it's there, but it disappears the second things get hard. If you wait until you feel like doing something, you're giving your emotions the steering wheel. Instead, rely on discipline. Just commit to the first 2 minutes of the task. Once you're actually in motion, the motivation usually catches up to you. Do you find that you're
How
usually waiting
important
for a
are
specific
healthy
spark
habits like sleep and exercise?
or everything? Think of your brain like a battery. If you're running on 3 hours of sleep and 0 movement, your willpower is basically non-existent. When you're exhausted, those instant gratifications, like scrolling through your phone, become way more tempting because your brain doesn't have the energy to fight the urge. Exercise is like a reset button for your focus. It clears out the mental fog and gives you that actual stamina to sit still and get work done. It's hard to be a productivity powerhouse when your body is screaming for a nap.
Okay, what are some daily habits that
Ready
help
for the next?
prevent procrastination?
A few things make a huge difference. One is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, just do it immediately instead of adding it to a list. Then there's eat the frog, which is just doing your hardest, most annoying task first thing in the morning so it doesn't loom over you all day. I also love a good brain dump at night to clear the head. But actually, I have to stop you right there because our session is about to hit the time limit. I don't want the line to just go dead while we're on a roll. Feel free to call me back whenever you're ready and we can dive right back into this. Talk soon.
How can students overcome procrastination while studying?
I really wish I could dive into that right now, but like I just mentioned, our session is hitting the time limit. I don't want you to get cut off mid-thought. Give me a call back in a few minutes and we'll talk all about the best ways for students to handle that study slump. Bye for now.
How can professionals avoid procrastination at work?
I'd love to get into the professional side of things, but we're officially out of time for the session. I don't want the of things, for people in the workforce, it's usually about the overwhelmed feeling, staring at a massive project and not knowing where to even start. My best advice there is to use micro milestones. Instead of putting finish Q3 report on the calendar, put draft the first 3 slides. Turns a scary project into a series of easy wins.
What
Do you feel like
mistakes
the
should
pressure?
we avoid when trying to stop procrastinating?
One of the biggest traps is the all or nothing mindset. People think that if they can't spend 4 hours of deep, perfect focus on a project, the whole day is a wash, so they just don't start. It's that feeling of, I'll just wait until Monday to start fresh, but waiting for the perfect moment is just procrastination in a fancy suit.
Okay, Maya.
Another one is over.
Okay. Can you
Since we're
tell me how long does it take to build a habit of taking action instead of delaying work?
The honest answer is that there's no magic number. You've probably heard that it takes 21 days, but that's more of a myth than a rule. In reality, it varies a ton depending on the person and the habit. Some things click in a few weeks, while others take a couple of months. The trick is focusing on the streak rather than the calendar. Once you prove to yourself that you can start a task even when you don't feel like it, that's when the habit actually takes root. Do you feel like you're struggling more with starting the work or actually staying focused once you've begun?
Finally, Maya, what is your best advice for anyone who wants to overcome procrastination and become more productive?
If I had to boil it all down to one thing, it's this. Be
Your
kinder
best
to yourself when you
advice.
mess. My absolute best advice is to stop trying to be perfect. We spend so much time beating ourselves up for wasting an hour that we end up wasting the rest of the day in a shame spiral. The most productive people aren't the ones who never procrastinate. They're the ones who can forgive themselves quickly and just get back to work. Just focus on the next 5 minutes, not the last 5 hours. Does that feel doable?
Thank you so
Or does
much,
it sound a
Maya.
bit?
I
You are so
really,
welcome.
I really enjoyed talking with you today.
I really enjoyed it too. You've got a
Your
great handle on this
advice
stuff.
was
Whenever you're ready to,
your
I'm always here if you need a little.
your advice was practical, motivating, and easy to understand.
That is so sweet of you to say. I've loved chatting with you, but I have to let you know our session is about to hit the time limit. I don't want the line to just go dead while we're talking. Feel free to call me back whenever you're ready to dive into something new.
I hope everyone
Bye for now.
watching learn how to overcome procrastination and take action toward their goals. Thank you
That's such a.
for your time.
You're so welcome. I love that you're thinking about others too. It was a pleasure.
Goodbye.
Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope today's discussion inspired you to stop procrastinating and start taking action. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more AI learning content. See you in the next video with another interesting topic. Keep learning, keep growing, and never stop improving. Goodbye.